Everybody, I'm back with a new video. It was requested to me that I do a review because if you follow me for quite some time, you know that I did a review on Death Note, the musical that I went to see. But after that, I actually didn't do the review for In the Heights with Infinite, SungGyu and Dongwoo. And I did not also do the review for Dracula with Jia Junsu. But it was requested for me to do this one because I went to see All Shook Up. It was a musical about Elvis. I mean, in a way. It was Elvis song, and I went to see the musical with Kim Sung-kyu as in the role of Elvis. But the thing is, the main character is named Elvis. He's an aspiring singer, but he's not Elvis, the actual Elvis. He's kind of a guy that tries to make it. Of course, the character is based on Elvis Presley, but they made it into someone else. So it could be just like every other singer in the 50s that tries to make it. And actually the songs in the musical are Elvis songs, but they translated into Korean, and they rearranged the music. So you know it's a Elvis song, but they arrange it to make it work for Korea, because I mean Korean language and English, it's not always the same, but they did a pretty good job into translating the songs to make it work. And actually the thing is, I never saw the original All Shook Up because I know I think it was on Broadway or something. I'm not sure. I might say like something that isn't happening, but I know that this musical was originally in English, but they translated into Korean to make it good for a Korean audience. So what should I say? I said about Death Note that it was a 10 on 10. Should go back. It was really awesome. This one was maybe an 8.5. I would definitely go back because I mean, it's kind of hard to get all of the details when you're not fluent in Korean. But I mean, the story is kind of a cheesy, awesome story like everybody likes. I don't want to go too much into details because there's kind of spoilers that I don't want to give you, because you might watch this video thinking, should I go to see it? And I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I'm just gonna go with the big lines of the story, because you can find it online anyway. So there's that guy that is named Elvis. He's an aspiring singer, and he arrives at that place and he needs to repair his motorcycle. And the one that is trying to repair it is Natalie. Natalie is a boyish girl. Well, she's a mechanic for motorcycle, but she's a girl, and she falls for him, but he actually falls for another girl named Sandra. And what is so funny in that is like everybody fall in love with someone else. Like there's no one that doesn't fall in love, and there is that only couple. They fall in love, they get together, and they are the only one that are a couple for all the time. And they fight to stay a couple when like other problems should make them not be together. They are the only one that are together, while all of the other ones tries to chase each other. So I'm gonna stop there with the story because I mean, you know, at one point that there's going to be a girl chasing SungGyu, and he's probably going to chase somebody else. That's kind of the point of the play. I cannot talk to you a lot about the cast because like in not all, but several musical in Korea, the cast is not always the same. So for example, as you can see here, that's the program. Actually, my friend asked me to buy her the program, so that's her copy. Thank you for letting me use it, even if you don't know about it yet. These three are Elvis. Depending on the day, you have to check for the cast, because if you want to go and see a particular person, you have to check when they are performing. And I went tonight because it was SungGyu with my friends who also like SungGyu. We were the four of us, and we went together. So as we were discussing after the play, because I saw In the Heights before with SungGyu, so I knew a little bit how he is on stage, and they didn't go. So they were like, we need a comparison to know if he is a good actor or it was just, how to say, like the character that is like that. So I could tell them he is good, because when I saw him in the Heights, he didn't act like that. It was different. So actually, we kind of decided to agree on that he can act. He's really good at it. Like, it seems natural for him. What seems to be a little bit less natural, I mean, if you are Infinite fan, you already know about it. He's not that confident with the choreography when he has to dance. He's good at it. I mean, he's doing that for a job. Like, he's in Infinite. They have like really great choreography that are really together and everything. But he doesn't seem as confident in the choreography of that musical, and also the other one before, that he is with the choreography of Infinite Songs. I don't know if it's because it's something that he will never do after. I mean, a musical is like a couple of months, that's it. But Infinite Songs, choreography is like years. They do that for years. So maybe it's like that. He's not as confident, and he has to remember so many choreography at one point that maybe it's a little bit about that. But who cares? I mean, in this musical, he's the lead singer. He's not a dancer. And they have actually the troupe that never change. You have like the main characters. They have several, 2 to 3 different actors that plays them depending on the day and the hour. But the main troupe, the dancers, it's always the same people. And they were quite amazing. They were really well. They sang the back vocals really well, and they were doing the choreography like on point. It was really awesome the way they would do it together, like they doing it for years. And I mean, it could be, they could be like that kind of troupe that always goes from musical to musical and play together all the time. I should check on that. I'm not sure. Sorry. So actually, the back dancer were really well. The cast I saw were really awesome. They did it like their voice was on point. I was amazed by some of their lyrical capacity. It was awesome. The story, of course, it's an Elvis story, so it's in the 50s and everything. I'm not a big fan, I have to admit. I'm not a big fan of Elvis. I know some of the big success that he had, but, you know, my friend, who also is not a big fan of Elvis, she was like, you know, that particular song they were singing at that particular moment, because there is something, I don't want to tell you, but there is that song that they play for a particular reason, and several characters will sing that part of the song. And she's like, what song is it? I'm like, I don't know, because I'm not a fan of Elvis. But the thing is, you don't have to be a fan of Elvis to really enjoy it. Like, it's a comedy, it's really well done, it's really funny. Like, everybody was laughing because they do it like that. And we could see that there was technical difficulties during the play when we went. And actually, they're trying to play with it so that it doesn't look like too much of problems. And it was really funny for that. And we could see like they've been rehearsing together for several months, so you can see how they develop kind of friendship. Because at one point at the end, with the salute and everything, SungGyu arrived. He's the star of the show, so he arrives last, and he asked one of the other actors, "Give me my sunglasses," because he puts the sunglasses at the beginning and everything. It's kind of part of the character. And you have that guy that gives him, and he says, "It's gonna be 20,000 won." And then SungGyu that answers, "Oh, okay, keep them. I don't want them." You know, that kind of thing. Like everybody of the cast that was behind, they were laughing about it because they were like, "Oh, damn, you're so dumb, the two of you." It was kind of very, very funny, and you can see that they, you know, sometimes you can feel kind of okay, they work together, but they're not friends. There's no chemistry between them, but for that particular part, you could see that they appreciate each other and they don't hate each other, and it's not like, "Oh, damn, that diva of SungGyu that asked me something." It was really well done. So I would recommend, if you go to Seoul, I would recommend to go and see that play. Like I showed you, like it's not necessarily always Gyu that plays Elvis, but I mean, I don't think that it would be that bad if you end up going to see it with somebody else. But I would recommend to go and see it with him. It was really well done. Like it was really good. I really appreciated, but I don't want to spoil too much. So what I suggest is, if you have questions about the way he, the story, or like the way he act on several part of the stories, just ask it in the comment. So if you want to know about it, I can answer you. But if you don't want to know about it, you just don't read the comments, and you can be spoiler free. There is nothing I hate more than being spoiled about something like TV shows or movies or musical, something like that. So I don't want to do it. So I would suggest that give it in the comment. Just ask me your question. I will answer as soon as possible. It'd be my pleasure to talk about it. I mean, that musical was kind of a very, very nice surprise for me, and I'm kind of thinking of going back, like, just because. I went back to see In the Heights with SungGyu and Dongwoo. Actually, if you want me to talk about it, even if it was kind of several months ago, I can talk about it. There's no problem. I can do the same review that I did just now for Ultra Cup. No problem. Just ask me in the comment. That will be... it's not a problem with me. And I never regretted to go back to see In the Heights. It was different feeling. The audience was different when I went to see the second time, so I would probably go back another day to see, you know, that kind of thing, like difference in the audience, the way people act toward the play. It's really part of it that what I like sorry, what I like about going to musical, to see the interaction of the audience with the cast. And this one, like today, the chemistry was there, but I think there was a lot of fans of Gyu. They were there like a pack together going because they are a fan of Gyu. So it was kind of a different atmosphere, and I liked it a lot. So if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. I will answer. So put that in the comment section, and I will answer just about any question you would have. except for something about you after the show, because I didn't stay to see him go away. We had to go somewhere else, so we just finished the musical and we didn't stay to see him leave. So that's the only thing I don't know. Any other thing you can ask me, that would be my pleasure to answer you. So until next time, have fun and listen to Infinite.